What's up, everybody? This is Marcus Lewis. This is Take 2, Episode 2 of the Ask a Jazz Dude Show, where Lamar Harris comes through.
Ask a Jazz Dude.
No. Let's start the show. All right, so hopefully we have sound now. Like, we're so bootleg. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, this is Lamar Harris, a.k.a. DJ Noonie. For the people who don't know about you, man, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Lamar Harris. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a trombonist, flugelhorn player. I sing, play keys, and I also DJ. My DJ handle is DJ Noonie. If you hear somebody say, hey, the DJ was playing live instruments and tuba and stuff, that would technically be me. I love jazz. Most of the jazz arrangements that you may hear come from my group, arranged by the great, the wonderful, and the awesome, the all-powerful Marcus Lewis. Definitely hire him to do your arrangements. I love jazz. I love hip-hop and soul. Just recently played with Sheila E. I've also played with people like Eric Roberson and Dwelle. So definitely follow me. Yeah, support.
Yeah, follow him at Lamar Harris 314 on all the socials. So, man, your concept is very interesting to me because you play so many instruments. You're also a vocalist, and then you DJ, and then incorporate the live music element into pre-recorded music. So tell us how you did you stumble upon that, or is that?
We actually did. Me and a friend of mine, Mo Edgerton, used to have a group called, I forget the name of our group that we had, but we did live house music. And we were having trouble getting to some places due to the fact that we didn't have a DJ with us. So I was like, well, I'll just buy a small controller and DJ. And I started doing that. And then another friend of mine by the name of Kevin Johnson asked me to do his birthday party, which at that time had almost 3,000 people at it. And I had never DJ'd a party before. So yeah. I literally DJ'd from 9 in the morning until 6 a.m.
Wow.
And at that time I was like, man, I could do this. So I started just DJing and throwing the instruments on top of it. So
wow.
There you have it.
Yeah, that's cool. So a lot of times I see you do it and you just have a drummer or you might have some more instruments. Like, what's the biggest thing you've done?
I think it's been 12 of us, where it was 4 horn players, keyboardists, well, actually 2 keyboardists, bass player, percussion, vocalist, guitar player, and another DJ.
Wow. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, guys, start dropping those comments in there. Please share the feed. We want to get, by the end of the broadcast, 100 live viewers, and then hopefully 1,000 views as a start. I think last week we did end up getting 1,000 views, so that's good. We're just going to keep growing this thing. So let's get back to Lamar here. So you mentioned that I did some arrangements for you. One of the projects that was really cool that you did was Isley Brothers project. And being from St. Louis, that's huge. So talk a little bit about that and the concept for that.
Well, we did this project at Jazz St. Louis earlier this year called, it was like a tribute to the Isley Brothers. And it featured a 3-man horn front line, 5-piece rhythm section. And again, the arrangements were done by the most powerful and awesome Marcus Lewis. You give him an idea, you tell him this is what I'm looking for, he can just make it happen. And it's actually the second concept project that we had done at that time. We actually did one that was attributed to Parliament, which was just wild. But I love the Isley Brothers. My mother grew up, used to play it all the time. I play them all the time on the record player, which I still actually have, and I still have all her records hidden away in the basement. So that's how I just really got hip to it. And I just like soul music, and I wanted to take the music that I grew up listening to and that she loved and put a spin on it. So
cool, man. That's great. That was really fun and challenging to work on that music because it's like the harmonies are already great. It's already killing the music. It's like, what can I do to enhance this,
Oh, he throws crazy time signatures in the trombonist solo section. So everybody else doesn't have to solo in 7/8 and all this other crazy stuff. And they just smile like, oh, this is all the hip part. All for you. Thanks, trombonist. Ask the jazz guy. Why does he do that to the trombone player?
I like 7, man. I'm sorry. I like 7, so.
It's always cool and fun. You do some awesome arrangements, and we enjoy playing them. So, we're appreciative of it.
Cool. So, before we get in our topic, we got to cut this this episode pretty short because we have a rehearsal at 1 for a piece that I wrote, the commissioning for the St. Louis Low Brass Collective. Thanks, Lamar, for getting me in.
Awesome arranger. Hire him.
So, awesome DJ, awesome trombonist, flugelhorn. Like, I need more screens so I can put all the stuff you do in the screen. So we got to rehearse for that. So, type some questions. Do you if you have any questions for Lamar before we get into our topic really quick? Let's see. Here's a question. No, I do not want to view that on Facebook. Here's a question from Quinn Wallace. Do you have more wax, CDs, or digital?
Pretty much right now everything is digital. I'm looking at getting some stuff printed on 45. I actually do 45 sets, so I love 45 records. So the goal is hopefully this year to at least have 3, maybe 4 songs printed on 45. If DJ Crucial, if you're listening, you should help me with that so I can have me some records out that have been, arranged by Marcus Lewis, and so that's the goal, to hopefully have some wax.
Okay, cool. Ryan Heinlein asks, is it going to be streamed tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, if it's cool with them.
Yeah, we'll live stream it.
Live stream it? Okay, cool. So we'll live stream that tomorrow. So Ryan Heinlein's a trombone player, too, in Kansas City.
Cool.
He has a group called Project H. All right, cool. So let's get into the topic that I wanted to talk about. So you've been deemed as hashtag the Versatile Entertainer. So the topic that I wanted to talk about for musicians, some people only focus on one thing. The question of the topic is being versatile as an entertainer. I feel like you have to have a bunch of different skill sets to make a living at this crazy career that we call music. So speak on that in terms of what your concept is or your process.
Well, let me see if I can narrow this down. I think one of the biggest things with being a musician or an artist is we focus sometimes so much on the artistic side of things of what we do that we miss out on the business side. And unless you have a team of people that can do your PR, help with some of the technical aspects, help with fundraising and being able to get sponsors, you have to technically be a one-man or one-woman machine to have to do all of that stuff.
Right.
So my mother was very big and heavy into business. So I learned a lot of my business skills from her. I had good mentors that taught me the value of networking. So I try to combine the business aspect into what I'm doing. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that keeps me working. And it helps to have not necessarily a good niche, but also just helps to have a good product and believe in the product that you're putting out to people. So DJ Nooney actually pays for the activities of Lamar Harris these days. So I'm excited and blessed the fact that I can DJ and be able to still play and then be able to do some of the stuff that I want to do that may not be as lucrative, quote unquote. But, a lot of that, again, goes back to being able to organize and to be on top of the business. So that's the Cliff Note version of it.
Yeah, that's true. Because, when I was younger, I was like, man, you play gigs or whatever and get paid, peanuts. And then you go see a DJ and they're like, man, they make all this money. I was like, man, DJs suck. But then, I realized that when you hear a bad DJ and you hear a good DJ and what it takes to go in to all that, I was like, man, okay.
But it's still the same concept, man. Yeah. With the, sometimes promoters, they'll charge $50 and $30, $70 to jump the line, and the DJ walking away with $150, $200.
Wow.
And it's almost 300 people at the door. So you have to be able to understand, know your value, know your wealth, believe in the product that you put out, and, just make sure you have the business taken care of, have your contracts together, stand and make these people honor these contracts. And, sometimes in the beginning, it's you go through a little trial and error. You may have to do stuff for a certain price. But when you realize that you got a good product, you have to have that business together and stand on it.
Yeah, man, that's great. I mean, that's a great topic. I think that we could get into too is contracts because I wholeheartedly believe in contracts, but it's like certain times where I've been in sessions or where you have a contract and then people looking at you like they don't want to work with you, like, and the truth is probably like you shouldn't work with those people anyway. You know what I mean? So,
Especially when you're playing on people's records and it's a big time artist, less that you all have like an agreement. I remember we used to go down to Nashville and do work for certain artists. It was probably one of the best experiences that I ever had. You get there, they ask you, is everything cool? They'd ask you for all your information up front. You hit it. As soon as you get done, there's the first work for hire check. Then you also still get your points and everything else and stuff like that. Yeah, we'll reimburse you for gas and travel, won't won't. But all that stuff was learning the value of having that stuff in the contract. So
right, yeah, man, that's great, man. It's been really fun talking to you. I want to play a little bit of your music for them, so they can hear what you're doing. So tell us a little bit about this track.
this is Hello, which was arranged by another great trombonist by the name of Jim Owens. And then I just took it and flipped it a little bit more. It features myself, Ryan Marquez, Danny Campbell on flugelhorn. I'm also on there tootling a little bit. But it's a cool arrangement. Hello, when you're back in college, you put that on, in the midnight hour, you know what time it was. So, it's always been one of my favorite songs.
All right, so this is Hello, if our technology is going to work properly. All right, so that was Lamar Harris. Hello, beautiful tune, and that was hello, and we got to say goodbye because we got to go rehearse. So check us out. We'll stream this somehow tomorrow for the world premiere of Gateway City.
Hey.
Yeah, St. Louis. So thank you all for tuning in. Please follow Lamar on social media at Lamar Harris 314. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. See you.